All right, so where do we even start with this video? I mean, there is so much to unpack and discuss. First of all, I want to say the season for the Cleveland Cavaliers is an absolute failure. There is no way, shape, or form, not a singular setup, structure, explanation to say that there is any success in this season. This is a complete failure. The 2024-25 season is a dumpster fire ending for the Cleveland Cavaliers. An incredible implosion of the highest order. There's only one singular biggest failure in the league, and that was the LA Lakers. This one is almost as bad as that one. The Cavs are a disgrace to the NBA. I'm going to explain to you guys why they're such an embarrassment. First, I'm going to give props to Tyrese Halliburton, who was able to carry his team to victory after starting out cold and really getting things going and putting the Cavs on their back foot, keeping the pressure on, the belief. I mean, there was a point where the Cavs didn't score for like 7 or 8 minutes in the second half. Not a single field goal. And the Pacers went on to rip bucket after bucket after bucket, getting defensive stops and then scoring. Ballooning the lead to like double digits. I think they were up like 10 or 11 points at one point in the second half, after the Cavs were up by, I think, 10 points. So, I mean, I could just go on about how fantastic the Pacers are, how good of a coach Rick Carlisle is, getting his players to believe in what they do, sticking to what got them there, the belief in themselves, the belief in each other, playing hard to the last whistle in every game, stealing games from the Cavs, and then beating the Cavs, beat downs in games. So, I mean, props to them. Tyrese Halliburton, Miles Turner, Nembhard, Mathurin. What a wonderful team they are. And I'm a Cavs fan, so just thought I'd throw that out there. The Cavs. Kenny Atkinson coaches like a rookie, like he had never been there, like he has never done this. Insisting on playing Darius Garland hurt on defense at the end of the game. Insisting on trying to find a place for Dean Wade. Insisting on riding players like Ty Jerome, who just couldn't hang with the athletes on the Pacers. I got a lot of respect for Donovan Mitchell. That dude fought his ass off with heart to the very end as he watched his teammates unable to make any impact in the last 2 minutes. I got respect for Max Strus. I think Max Strus is a nice player. I think playing within himself, he's pretty good. Can't really do much outside of that. You know, like you got to know your limitations. Mobley had his moments, but the Cavs needed more from Mobley, and he didn't rise up in this series. He really didn't. He was average at best. We needed more. Clearly, Garland was limited, much more limited than anybody probably thought. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. This is a complete underachievement for the Cavaliers. Their season is an absolute failure. They became who people thought they would, right? It wasn't about the regular season, and it wasn't about getting all these wins. They became who they thought they would become. They, great regular season team and couldn't get it done in the playoffs. They confirmed that. This was the biggest fear of any Cavs fan, was that it was going to confirm the suspicions of some people who doubted this team. Meanwhile, a team like the Pacers is on a crash course to play the New York Knicks, who are a lot like them. The heavy underdog going in and beating the favorite in a beat-down fashion. I'm not letting Donovan Mitchell off the hook. I'm just calling it like I saw it. I don't have much to question about his heart or his play. He was amazing in the series. But it wasn't enough. And I'm not really going to question the heart of Darius Garland. I feel like he put himself in a position to try to help the team. But the rest of the roster that was doing all these great things during the season, and Kenny Atkinson, the coach of the year, getting outcoached by Rick Carlisle every single game except one. You know what I mean? The Cavs have to reevaluate the makeup of their team. what they're made of. You know, having so much from Ty Jerome all season, then all of a sudden you don't have it anymore, right? You got bits and pieces of it tonight, but it wasn't enough. The reason the Cavs couldn't win tonight was because the Pacers dictated the outcome of the series in games 1 and 2, when they beat the Cavs convincingly, and then they beat the Cavs at the end with execution. It gave them wiggle room. It gave them confidence that they were going to be able to beat the Cavs whenever they wanted to. So they lost one game, right? But then they came back and beat the Cavs, forced them into an elimination game, and the Cavs became who everybody thought they would become. The way the Cavs played, and the players the way they played, is a reflection of their coach. His makeup, his DNA, his philosophy, his demeanor, his resilience. It was all of that. There's a lot of fingers to be pointing to certain things here. The Cavs are exactly what everybody said they would become, who had doubts about them. It's embarrassing. The Cavs are an embarrassment to the league. They were the favorites to win this series. They were supposed to blow out the Pacers, and the Pacers kicked them in the mouth, spinning heel kick, roundhouse kick, square in the mouth, and they knocked them out. Cavs had no answers. The Pacers never feared the Cavs at any moment of this series. This game proved it. This game was just a culmination. This game was just a climax. This was just the icing on the cake. They already established that they were going to beat the Cavs. It was just a matter of time until it finished. So now the series is done. And there are a lot of people at that Cleveland organization with a lot of things they have to think about.